maybe about a couple of months ago or less, when Dr. Richmond said that this will be a new moment where we would be nominated and receive awards. She said, you should have a speech ready. She said that to the open room. She said, you should have a speech ready. Didn't she, Aquanetta, didn't she say that? She did. And she often describes me as the student who reminds the teacher that the teacher gave homework assignments. And I'm that student that says, but didn't we have homework due today? And so that same night I started writing a speech, not knowing what the nominations were for. Did we even know what the categories were? Harold, did you know what a category? Nathan, Dr. Nate, we didn't know what the categories, but we won. Yay, we won. Can you give me just a couple of minutes? Because I started writing something that night, just in case. Tell your neighbor, just in case. I'll be brief. Where is the growth? Is a question we ask when we have been busy planning, working, building, or creating, and we find it difficult to appreciate the achievement of progress. Where is the growth? Is a question we ask when we forget to stop and celebrate just how far we've come. Where is the growth is a question that is asked even after we have planned sufficiently and included moments of observation and review into our master plans, where we measure growth based on a list of checks and balances. So if you are actively planning, working, building, or creating, be mindful that growth is in the doing. Since growth, by definition, is a process, that is, a series of actions indicating an increase in physical size, maturity, or value, or activity, I want to remind you tonight that if you do, you will grow. Now, I know what some might say. Just because you are doing something, it does not mean you are growing. I agree. But the doing I'm talking about is the forward motion that postures us toward the achievement of our goals. We tend to minimize growth if we are not yet at the finish line, don't we? We tend to measure our growth from the shadow of the expected end result and not from the light of daily activity. As a pastor and teacher, I may not see growth in numbers the way I'd hope or the way others have. But when I do what God has called me to do, not only do I see individuals grow, but there is also a collective spiritual growth within the group. Not to mention the growth in my leadership as a result of my obedience. Tell your neighbor, grow. As a licensed life coach, counselor, and mentor, it is often challenging getting my clients to reach their goals in a timely manner. But I heard it, amen. But as they increase in confidence when they use their tools for conflict resolution and time management, there is still major holistic growth even when progress is slow. Our visionary, Dr. Sean P. Richmond, has introduced us to a methodology for growth. From the moment that we sign that contract as a new or repeat author, with that motion, with that activity, she thrusts us into a posture of doing. The cohort is a family of authors with similar goals, starting and finishing together because each author agreed to do the writing. The manuscript is developed with experienced editors who polish what has been written because you want to do the best you can with your writing. The publishing process calls for creative graphic designers helping you to do the artwork that until now has only existed in your mind. Then the marketing team adds the author's coming soon icon to the author's page while building that author's individual web page to showcase their books and professional bio to highlight the author's expertise in what they do. Finally, the author community becomes a whole new world of opportunity, having been prepared to meet our readers in person through bookings and interviews, and also virtually through a collection of digital assets. Thank you, Dustin Cantor. Resulting in the author being set up to do even more. How? How does this happen? Where did this growth come from? With a posture set toward our goals and the use of a tried and tested methodology for success, not only do we have a published book to celebrate, but we have become a finished product ourselves. All because we did the work. Despite our expertise and whatever else we bring to the table, because we did the work we signed up to do, we are sharper than we were when we first pitched our book idea in that first meeting with our editor-in-chief. You and your books are the proof. When you read my books, you learn that it takes the doing of conflict resolution to become healthy individuals who have healthy relationships, who show up healthy for our communities, and make healthy contributions to the communities that we love so much. In order to get to the growth, you must do the work of conflict management. It takes doing to communicate better in difficult moments. We Collide shows you how to do the work to overcome brokenness, which oftentimes hinders our personal and relational growth. We Breakthrough shows you how to do the work of adjusting our response to crisis in order to survive the breaks of life and reach our breakthrough. We Collide for Teens, Keeping Your Cool, shows teens and every reader how to do what's cool by keeping calm under pressure, investigating your options, being your original self, and leading by example. My books are about doing the work. And guess what? It takes doing to master your specialty, whatever it is. As I join the next cohort, not only to write my fourth book, but to also be a contributing writer of a fifth book with a brand new author doing her first book. Did you get that? Okay. I am anxious about the assignment, but I will do it because I have grown. As I continue to launch my business, Thrive with Dr. Kimberly Hayes, helping people to discover their best selves by equipping them with tools for conflict resolution, I am anxious to launch. I am even more anxious, listen to this, about monetizing the assistance that I have been giving away for free for years. Oh, okay. Okay, roll that back. All right, yeah. I am even more anxious about monetizing the assistance that I have been giving away for free for years. But I will do it because I have grown. And I have learned that what God has put in me to help others is a valuable service worthy of compensation. For every new author, repeat author, nominated author, and winning author, let's keep doing. Let's keep writing. Let's keep growing because someone is out there whose growth will remain stagnant until they read your book, until they are inspired by your words, until they hear your story, until they identify with the struggle that led to your growth and victory. So now when the question is asked, where is the growth? Yeah, your evidence might be in the numbers. It might be in the checks and balances. It just might be in how close you are to the end. But it will also be in your action. Your growth is in the doing. Do it and grow. I am Dr. Kimberly Hayes, and I write all about conflict resolution. Thank you for your time.